be a community of Asian country which can be characterized by a community of common fate, of common future, and shared value and shared culture.
How does the Belt and Road Initiative play a role in improving global trade at a time when protectionism is very vocal? We have Trump in the States, then you have Europe on one side. Will this initiative actually help to build, to make global trade, to build global trade?
The Trump's protectionism serve as a wake-up call to rethink about the modernism which was initiated by the European countries 100 years ago, which called for the so-called nation state. And the protectionism and the nationalism are all part of modernity. That is not a part of our Asian value. Our Asian country in the past don't have border. We don't have not only protectionism, we didn't have protection of trade, we did not even have national border. So we are one great community of Asian people. And that is why in the past, before European colonists came here, the Chinese people and Chinese students came to Sri Lanka to study so easily and freely. We learned so much. But since the European colonists came here, we could not travel to Sri Lanka easily because there are national border and visa and passport, all these things. And we learn less and less from Sri Lanka. And finally, when I came here, I had to speak in European language, not Sinhalese, not Sanskrit, as my ancestor used to speak your local language. So we have almost no cultural exchange between us. The only thing we can exchange is talking about the trade, business, investment in European language. That makes me feel very uncomfortable.
How do you think China could, what should China do to get India on board, to make India change its mind? I spoke to some bankers last week and they were telling me that despite India's vocal opposition, they are doing a few things to plug themselves into the BRI. Is this what you're hearing?
India is not a problem. India could be a solution. And if the Indian politicians become less nationalistic and become more Asian, they are, in the past, 50 years ago, India was a pioneer in talking about Asia, Asian country, Asian culture. But now India is too much westernized, politically, economically. So if Indian politician and Indian government goes back to Asian track instead of the European track, American track, politically, militarily, and they could play a very important role and made a great contribution to Belt and Road Initiative.
For the Belt and Road Initiative to really bring out its potential, what are the three most important things you think should be in place?
First, we must have a clear goal for Belt and Road, which has been defined very clearly by Chairman Xi Jinping in many of his speeches. The goal of Belt and Road is to build a community of common fate, and common future for the mankind. This is one. And with this community of common fate and future, we are one family under the heaven, which means our mankind should no more divided by nationalism, protectionism, and liberalism. And we should use our Asianism or Asian value to unite Asian country and European country and the United States. We should make European country and the United States to come back and to start a new modernism, which has many years ago was initiated by India and China.
How do you do that? How do you bring them back to the table?
They will meet a big failure in their protectionism because the European country now, the growth rate is below zero. Despite the economic depression worldwide, China's growth rate is still 7%. And hopefully in less than 5 years, China will be the #1 world power in the world, surpassing the United States. Actually, China's actual purchasing power is the biggest one in the world. And European countries, ideologically, they are against China. But economically, they need China. Without China, there will be any economic growth, and the people will not feel happy if their life are not improving. So if they want to keep their living standard, they have to be united with China, with India, with Sri Lanka through Belt and Road Initiative.